Sri Lanka's most powerful news brand.
We now hear of a wide range of views expressed from various political parties.
The United National Party cannot come into power. The leader of the UNP couldn't have been the Prime Minister because it was our President who made him the Prime Minister by establishing the 100-day government. Recently, thieves fought with thieves in Parliament. In villages back then, there used to be cattle thieves. What they did was get drunk during the day and fight with each other at the village junction. But at night, they get together and go around stealing cattle.
Whatever the United National Party says, after the 10th of February, the UNP will not be able to form a government. Who are the people with? Never did we think that the village would get a carpeted road. We never thought whoever travelled in the mud would get a concrete layered road. All this was done during Mahinda Rajapaksa's government.
Building roads was the only thing that was done. They do nothing else. They don't go into constructing buildings or libraries and preschools, because with buildings it is difficult to take commissions or take a cut. Once a building plan is made, a 9-inch building wall should be 9 inches. If it should be 9 feet tall, it should be 9 feet tall. If they say they are going to use mahogany timber, they have to use it. When requirements are met, it is difficult to steal. Therefore, they don't like constructing buildings, so they build roads. They love it. They make roads, but it is the road that breaks.
Anand Kumar has said that in order to build a port city in Colombo, the Mount Sigiriya should be brought down to supply the sufficient stones. Now is it from Sigiriya that rocks are being brought to build the port city? Taxes upon taxes on the local entrepreneurs and tax concession to foreign entrepreneurs. They said they will build a new country in 100 days. Instead, after 100 days, a coconut is 100 rupees, rice is 100 and chilies are 100. This government has no plan to listen to the pulse of the people. When India comes and says something, they agree to that. When China comes and asks for something, they agree to that as well.
We became poor, making Mahinda Rajapaksa, his family and his ministers rich. That is why our country became poor. That is why we are entangled in a heap of loans. The first son damaged the father and the country. What did the second son do? He joined the forces and destroyed its reputation. When both of them were useless, they have now sent the youngest. When we were in school, we used to make paper rockets. They must be thinking that sending rockets to space is as easy as that.
Now they are dancing as if in a competition. Amidst all the dancing, we see the laptop dance. People are finding it difficult to make ends, but they are engaged in all kinds of dancing.
The national state level function is held in the month of June in the Mihintale electorate in celebration of Poson. But there is no public toilet. There is no point in building something like a toilet because they have to build to a certain standard, because people from all over the country would be attending this festival. Digging the tank is better than that. 4 million was spent. They started digging the tank before 2 rainy seasons. They stopped digging and the 4 million goes into their pockets.
What happened to the previous government? When one thief steals, they protect him. The second thief also stole. He was too protected. The third also went ahead and he was also protected. At the end, even the Pradesh Sabha member turned into a thief. No work can be done without an offer of bribes. Even to get a file open at a government office, some payment must be made.
Australians grow green peas and chickpeas and send it to us. They grow apples and grapes and send it to Velavaya. We eat it and our money goes to their country. Their farmers become rich. Tell us one grain that the UNP and SLFP rulers who govern this country started exporting. There is nothing, but they sent your mother and sister to Arabian countries as domestic aids. Our boys were sent to odd jobs in Korea.
They must select a person who understands the pulse of the village man. It is not only for the show that President Maithripala Sirisena buys an air ticket when travelling abroad, or not allow his family to use helicopters. I told Maithripala Sirisena that I feel sorry for him. He asked me why. I said, you're going to lose, and not only that, he will not let your family be. He said, no SB, I'm going to win. He will get the 1.2 million votes that would never go to the UNP.